Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On Days of Our Lives today, as Nicole and Holly depart, Alex stands out, Lucas arrives at the hospital, and Constantine shakes Steve. E.G. swears. Brady and Alex return home with a still-high Theresa in the morning. She becomes upset over Tate when they stop her from going. After discovering the rosary Eric gave her, she becomes enraged at Brady and Alex and unleashes her frustration on the pretentious former priest. She breaks the rosary out of sheer wrath. As Steve leaves the pub, he meets Constantine. Steve lied to the smarmy Greek that he had never been to Aria, his homeland. What difference does it make, Steve wonders, if he's ever heard of the pawn? Constantine wonders. Kate is sitting by a damaged Lucas bedside in the jail infirmary when Harris dashes there. Kate lashes out at Harris for endangering her kid, waking Lucas in the process. Maggie discovers Eric at Holly's bedside in prayer in the hospital. Maggie thinks it ironic that while having spent the majority of her life supporting others in maintaining sobriety, she has seen drugs and alcohol take her daughter Summer's life and place her granddaughter in a coma. Eric continues, saying that while intoxicated, he killed her son. Maggie understood that she had to forgive him for the sake of Holly and Daniel. Within his arms, she sobs. EJ enters Holly's bedroom as Nicole is packing her bag. Nicole is asked by EJ whether she is certain she doesn't want him to visit Italy. Nicole is aware of the significance of his work and promises to make sure the dealers never harm Holly or anyone else again. Maggie, Eric, and EJ are in Holly's hospital room together. According to EJ, Nicole and Holly will be transferred to the Dimira plane by helicopter shortly. By dusk, they will be in Rome. After Maggie bids her granddaughter farewell with tears in her eyes, Eric urges Nicole to keep him informed. Nicole advises Eric to treasure every second he spends with his young son. The news that the chopper has touched down reaches EJ. In the company of Holly and Nicole alone, EJ promises to bring justice to his stepdaughter's name. Lucas describes how he was jumped in the yard at the prison for asking too many inappropriate questions of the wrong individuals. Harris tells them the Salem Police Department may have a dishonest officer. Kate is furious and keeps going after Harris for making Lucas a target. She tells him to get Lucas out right away. Harris walks out to get a call. Theresa, distraught, drops to the floor at the flat and picks up the rosary beads. The men carry her to the couch while Brady gets her water. In private, Alex tells Brady that he should fetch her a drink, just like he used to do for his college pals who were high on drugs. Theresa doesn't need that, according to Brady. Alex is unable to act in action. Brady orders him to go then, exasperated. It's his place and his girlfriend, Alex notes. Brady says he's sorry, but he figures Theresa's upset because she feels she can't beat her worst self in front of Alex. He says she needs coffee, dark chocolate, and donuts. Brady is tending to a trembling Theresa, and Alex grudgingly departs to fetch those items. Steve tries to keep a straight face outside the pub, but Constantine is aware of the pawn's significance to Victor's life, and, consequently, to his own. Until the pawn saw his eyes, he was just a name. Never will Constantine forget their eyes. He still doesn't know who he is, though, and he insists Steve reveal it to him. Harris informs Lucas and Kate that Lucas will only be freed if he produces proof that will be admissible in court. Lucas's advice resulted in 2 raids that were successful, although they did not lead to the source. Harris' only option is to make sure Lucas is safe. Kate laughs at his meaningless assurance. Harris requests a brief moment. He'll make this right. Harris is told by his security that there is a guest waiting for him in the visitor's room. Maggie is stopped by Alex as she passes in the square, but she is not feeling well after saying goodbye to Holly. Theresa got high, Alex informs her, and he's genuinely worried about her. Maggie is pleased with Alex for asking Brady for assistance. Though he believes it was the right decision, Alex is unsure about what he will do once Theresa has grown up. Maggie suggests that he push her to go to meetings and to be understanding, compassionate, and non-judgmental. Maggie claims to be there for both Theresa and him. Theresa, who has been sober for years, is ashamed and shocked that she gave up her years of sobriety at the flat. She's disappointed everyone. Despite Brady's assurances to the contrary, she feels unworthy of anyone's love or respect. Despite her best efforts to improve, she has committed some truly terrible crimes. Brady needs to know that she is a nasty person, as she sobs. Theresa ignores that remark and begs Brady not to tell Tate she went back to her old ways. He swears he won't. He is aware that she will defend herself as well as her son by fighting back. She praises Brady for being her buddy while she leans against him on the couch and muses over their falling out. She gives him a kiss. Alex comes back frowning. An orderly delivers Holly to the hospital lobby, and Nicole and E.J. follow. A somber Eric watches from a distance as E.J. bids Nicole farewell with a kiss. Eric silently leaves E.J. after Nicole and Holly board the elevator. Looked around, crestfallen, is E.J. Steve yells at Konstantin outside the pub, telling him there's nothing he can tell him about the pawn. Konstantin is aware of his deception. "Tell me," he exclaims. Steve snatches his coat from him. "Old man, you have pushed me too far." Maggie rushes up, curious as to what is happening. When Clyde presents himself to Harris in the prison visitor's chamber, Harris tenses. Clyde merely wanted to talk about what was going on in Salem right now. Similar to what occurred with Lucas Horton. It's really unfortunate, isn't it? On the upcoming episode of Days of Our Lives, Maggie wants answers from Steve after Eric apologizes to Marlena. According to teasers for Days of Our Lives, Johnny DeMura discussed seeking a new career with Channel Dupree. By his own admission, Johnny is a film director who is unemployed. Johnny talked about his childhood desire to work for the FBI. Additionally, Johnny expressed his desire to do action that has a beneficial impact. Could Johnny go undercover to solve the escalating criminal enterprise given Salem's rising drug crisis? Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Rafe Hernandez's Discovery duel. Spoilers state that Johnny and Channel spoke with Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter on Monday, January 15, 2024. Days in Our Lives conjecture. Is Johnny's new profession going undercover during Salem's drug crisis? Johnny had stated wanting to be an FBI agent when he was younger during that talk. Rafe thought this was funny because Johnny doesn't always abide by the rules. Johnny also mentioned that he is a filmmaker who is currently unemployed. Making movies was Johnny's dream, but the devil possession kind of derailed that idea. Given Tate Black's situation, Johnny is currently assisting at Brady's pub, even though he is unsure of what to do. It is true that Johnny expressed a desire for a career in which he could positively impact others. That sounds a lot like the disturbed young Salemite J.J. Devereaux, who went on to become an EMT and a police officer. Spoilers for DOL. Holly Jonas overdosed. Right now, Johnny can get mixed up in two major plots on the soap opera, Holly Jonas overdose and Salem's drug problem. Johnny may choose to use inventive methods to further his desire to do good. In addition, Johnny will want justice for Holly, who overdosed on drugs and is now on life support. Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Johnny DeMura's career turnaround. According to Spoilers for Days of Our Lives, a typical Salemite would aim to start off as an employee of the police department and work their way up. But Johnny isn't your typical guy, and he does have an inventive mind, so be prepared for him to do something outrageous. DOOL spoilers, DeMura in disguise? Maybe Johnny will go undercover without the Salem Police Department's explicit consent. Depending on the information Johnny finds out, this might lead to a completely different path in law enforcement. Naturally, things may get complicated here. Johnny's relationship with his father, E.J. DeMura, isn't exactly the best. E.J. is currently Tate's district attorney and is railroading him. If E.J. is genuinely committed to punishing Tate, he won't be interested in any evidence to the contrary. Additionally, Johnny would eventually become involved with Alla Vitali, whom he finds attractive. Johnny would also discover Stefan Demira's part in the drug problem in Salem. Stay tuned, as there are a ton of intriguing possibilities this plot might go. Make sure you read up on all that is currently going on with DOL. For news, updates, and spoilers on Days of Our Lives, check back frequently. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.